Welcome back to Orkney. We're off back down south to Shoreham Vehicle Auctions on the south coast. Been using them for years. I'm now retired as an EV dealer, but I like to bring you the latest EV prices at a trade sale. But you as a member of the public can actually stand in the hall as well after you've left a £500 deposit and stick your arm in the air and grab yourself a bargain. So this is for those that want to bypass the main dealers, so to speak, and buy where the main dealers do. Nice selection going through today. Not so much bread and butter, so not that many Zoes or Leaf, but we have a nice variety. We've got a Ford Mach-E, Ioniq, Windknife, favourite EVs, Peugeot's E208, an ID3, an Enyaq, Skoda, a Mocha, a Mercedes-Benz EQC, an e-tron, a Model Y from Tesla, BMW i4, Volvo C40, an I-Pace, and a Nissan Ariya. But three vehicles caught my eye this week. Not seen many of these go through the sale. A Fiat 500e. Two have got hard tops, one's a soft top. Looking forward to seeing that go through. So all ready for the British summer of constant sunshine. You can have the wind in your hair and pretend you're in Monte Carlo or driving around Rome. Anyway, I've rabbited on more than I usually do. Let's get into the sale. Also, there's also that hydrogen fuel cell from Hyundai, the 𝐶𝐏𝐄, going through. Will it sell again this week? Let's get into the sale. First one through today then. This is another part exchange. Been through a few times because it's got electric motor failure. It could be a 12 volt. It could be the dreaded bearings in the Renault motors. But, you know, it's moving through the hall. So who knows? This is the 40 kilowatt hour, may possibly be a battery lease with it, although it doesn't say in the blurb, and Shoreham are really good saying whether it's got a battery lease or not. But average cap clean is 4.2 with, you know, the dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. I doubt whether it's going to get anywhere near it. So at what point is the vendor going to let it go? This will be a part exchange. Can't see who the vendor is actually. I think it was from some dealer part exchange. 12.50. If it's a simple fix, this will be a cracking value for money, especially if it hasn't got a battery lease. And that is provisional at £1,250. Here we go. It's hydrogen fuel cell time. The Hyundai 𝐶𝐏𝐄. This has been through about 10 times. I don't know. Lots of times. 20 plate, 24,000 miles. I had a quick look at this again. It's got 313 miles range showing, so if you can find a hydrogen filling station in the UK, well done. There's 3 public use. 26 miles per gallon equivalent, so it's not particularly economical when that's what it says on the dashboard. Anyway, does anybody want it? I think it got to 7.2 last week. This was a £66,000 car new just 5 years ago. Online bid 7.2. I don't know. Grade 2, nice thing, nice interior. But is it going to get any higher than last week, which I believe was £7,200? And that's where we are, and that is provisional. Right, Stellantis time. Stellantis Financial Services. Peugeot E2008, looking nice in the white. 50 kilowatt hour. It's the same as a Vauxhall Mocha and also the Citroen C4. Nice things, just not very economical. 71 plate, 20,000 miles. The average price is £10,750, and this is a grade 2. Looks nice in the white. Looks great, not very efficient. You've had a look at the condition beforehand, look at all the beauty shots, or you can be there and bid in person, of course. It's up to 9.5. VAT qualifying, that means VAT is included in the hammer price. Commercial vehicles, vans have VAT on top of the hammer, and that was provisional. That will go through again next week. Next, Nissan Leaf, 39 kilowatt hour, a centre. It's sort of the facelift one, isn't it? It's been through quite a few times. This is an ex-daily rental, you drive direct car. Just 14,000 miles, grade 4. Been a bit in the bit of the wars, that. Yeah, that stained seat. I remember seeing this last week. Can't remember what it didn't get to last week. Well, it didn't sell. Don't know what amount it got to. Cap average is 8,025. Grade 4. Not the best spec. Let's just see if anyone's going to buy it this week. Let's just have a quick look to see if we can see any more shots of the dash. 92%, 147 miles, spot on for a 40 kilowatt hour. Nissan went from calling it a 40 to a 39. Yeah, probably the capacity, usable capacity, to be honest. 6.9, way under, needs quite a lot of body work. MOT is due December this year, and that is provisional 6,900. Right, here we go from leases. A Fiat 500 La Prima. Let's have a look at it. So this looks nice, doesn't it? The Fiat 500 87 kilowatt La Prima. Yeah, that's my Italian. 42 kilowatt hour, 5-door auto. But this is, folks, the soft top. Look at this. I think this looks great. On a 22 plate, there's the roof down. There's the roof up. Nice interior. I do like the gear change thing here. Look, you've got park, reverse, neutral, drive. Just some push buttons on the dash. I think there's a bit of style to these things. Here we go. Look, 65% charged. 84 miles on the gasometer. So around 160 miles. Fiat quote, and I've just been on their website, 200 miles WLTP. So drive it around town, drive it like a granny, you'll get 200 miles. In fact, well, they do say 250 around town. So if you're doing 30 miles an hour, then you're going to get great range out of these. 42 kilowatt hour, 37 kilowatt hour usable. So there's quite a buffer there, which is like most manufacturers. A little PD boot. But nice thing this, like this, all ready for summer. Registered the 30th of March, 30th of June 2022. Just 28,000 miles in the grey. VAT qualified, so that's VAT is included in the hammer price. So if you use this for business, you can claim back the VAT element if you're a VAT registered business. Last service was 13th of March, 27,000 miles, now showing 28. So, you know, everything fits in. Look at the value though, folks. Look at the price, guide price here. Cap clean, 13.5. Cap average, 12.4. Cap below, 11,250. Is it a grade 2? Yes, grade 2 condition. So let's have a quick look at the old condition. So we've got bonnet dented between 10 and 30 millimeters. Can't see it on there. Let's just make it bigger. Let's just reduce my head a little bit. Yeah, it could be just the style of the bonnet. I can't see any dents there, to be honest. Chip front bumper, a slight scuff to the wing mirror, a door chip here. You get all this on the report. There might be some alloy wheel damage, little graze there, little scratch there. That looks like that could actually polish out. But you get the idea. Some scuff marks on the sill, drivers getting in and out. All of these things are easily rectifiable. Little scratch there on the front wing, alloy wheel again, and then back to the beginning. So, carpet condition average, no odours. And you've got the tyre tread depth, 4mm, 4mm, 6 and 5. So it's obviously had a new tyre at some point, perhaps a puncture. And everything checks out as okay on the mechanical inspection. Engine runs without excess noise or smoke. Well, it would do, wouldn't it? It's electric. Yeah, nice thing. Let's see how much it goes for. So here we go. What's this going to do then? 28,000 miles. Nice thing this, isn't it? Cap average is 12.4. Grade 2. I like the look of this. Place bid at 13. Yeah. The auctioneer thinks it's worth all that as well. Convertible. Don't see many convertible EVs. 12.1, 12.2, 12.3. Whole bid. That's nice. Unless he's bouncing off the walls. Whole bidders. Online bid. Right, now we're talking. This is going to go all the way, folks. We're about to hit the height of summer. Nice miles, nice colour, great spec. Yeah, cap clean 13.5, it's at 13.1. Are we going to get anyone going for this? Nice colour, and that is sold. 13.1. Nice. I like that. Another EV. Renault Kangoo. 44 kilowatt hour advanced van auto. This has been through a few times. Don't know whether it's got rapid charging fitted or not. This will be plus VAT as it's a commercial vehicle. So cap average is 11,800. Cap being computerized aided pricing. 5,000 miles. Do your homework. See if it's got rapid charging fitted. It's been through quite a few times. And there'll come a point where the vendor, not the auction house, the vendor will say sell it. The auction house is just going on the advice and the direction of the vendor, the seller, the company that owns the vehicle. So don't shout at the auction house or the auctioneer. He's just acting on behalf of the vendor. And that again was provisional. It's another Fiat 500, this one with a bit of a roof, solid roof, normal looking car, not the convertible. Icon, I think that could be the base spec. 87 kilowatt is the power of the motor, 42 kilowatt hours the size of the battery, with 37 kilowatt hour usable. So you'll leave a buffer, so you'll never see any degradation. 40,000 miles, 71 plate, cap average 7725. That's a lot of car for £7,700, isn't it? With sort of a WLTP range of 200 miles, but let's go be generous and go 160, 170, probably nearly 200 if you do 30 mile an hour around town. 7,850. Nice looking thing. I like these. I used to convert the early Fiat 500s to LPG back in the day. Great little cars. Bit of style. Yeah, I like these. Anyway, come on, don't lose out. What's provisional 7.9? Right then, if Flaviana is watching this, that's Andrew Till's wife. Mamma mia, another Fiat 500 della prima. Sorry, Flaviana. 29,000 miles, Fiat 500, 42 kilowatt hour, cap average is 10.8. It's a grade 1, folks, out the box. Really, really clean condition. So doesn't need anything doing to it. What about the tyres? All at 6 mil. 29,000 miles, 22 plate from Leases UK Limited in the blue. 11. Look at this, you see. Cap clean is £12,050. It's up to 11.1. Is Mr. Leases going to let this go? Automatic, of course. 22 plate, 29,000 miles. MOT is due from April next year. Provisional 11.1. That can't be that far away. Right, Nissan Townstar. This is the same as a Renault Kangoo. So Renault and Nissan have always been in bed together when it comes to vehicles, especially electric ones. So you can no longer get a Nissan ENV200 van, which was great. They've just now defaulted to sharing the same platform of this sort of medium-sized van. This is the 45 kilowatt hour. 308 miles only on a 74 plate. This went through last week. There's no cap value because they don't know how to value it, although they've said it's capped at 1,000 miles, but it's only got 300. So anyone's guess. They probably want practically brand new value price for it. Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Provisional 9.2. Maxus T90 time. 130 kilowatt power of the motor. Elite double cab pickup, 88.5 kilowatt hour. Lots of these about because Maxus were doing these at something silly like £99 a month a while ago, just to get them shifted and registered, I think. 14,000 miles, looks nice in the blue. Makes a change from white, doesn't it? But if you want just a very rudimentary electric vehicle pickup, then this could be for you. Classed as a commercial vehicle, so it's plus VAT on the old hammer price. Average is 11,850. High voltage battery pack warning light is on, just needs a charge. 10. Is anybody going to go with this? This has also got 3-year warranty, remaining provisional £10,000. That'll go through next week. Skoda Enyaq time, Eco Suite, 82 kilowatt hour. Looks nice in that green, doesn't it? 27,000 miles, grade 1, 22 plate, airbag light on. That's just a faulty sensor. When was it registered? 2022, June 22, 3, 4, 5. Just out of warranty. But might have been a recall, I don't know. But anyway, airbag light on. But that's just a faulty sensor. There you go. 54%, 163 miles on the gasometer, so not bad range. 19.9. Cap average is 19,450. Grade 1, but airbag light is on. Could be even a software update would probably rectify that. 18.7. 18.8. They seem to be mad for it, don't they? 18.9. Be plus fees, of course. And if you were standing in the hall, stay to the end of the video and see what the fees would be for you as a member of the public. Trade get significant less fees to pay. 19.4. So it's up to cap average. It's over cap average. Cap clean is 20,800. Nice miles, great condition, nice spec. And it's an estate. 19.5. Online bidder and hall bidder. Is he going to let this go, Mr. Zenith? And that will be a no. It'll go through next week. Or a phone call. Yeah, it's Kona time, sister car to the Kia e-Niro. Love these. Bit cramped inside for me, but just as efficient as the Kia e-Niro. 15,000 miles, premium trim. 13.1 is its average price at auction on a 22 plate. 2 stamps in the book. Cables are there. 12.9, grade 3. It's got a bit of wear to the old steering wheel. That could be a warranty claim, actually, unless they've had some funny cream on their fingers. But there you go. Look, it's about 3/4 full with 193 miles, and that was provisional range. Next is something that's not quite as economical by a long stretch. Is the Vauxhall Mokka Launch Edition 50 kilowatt hour Stellantis car. Like anything with a Griffin badge on the front, it would appreciate like a lead balloon. Always have done, always will, because of the discounts Vauxhall would give to funders. 29,000 miles, £9,500 as has been his average computer aided pricing value. 2 keys, MOT's due April next year. 21 plate, 29,000 miles. It's at 9.5. It's over cap average. Now, if Mr. Zenith has got anything about him, he'll let this go. Grade 1 though, perhaps he wants near 10.5. Out of the box. Looks nice in the white, just not very economical. Not very efficient. I bet if I scan down to see the average miles on the charge, it'll disappear. There we go. Provisional 9,750. Didn't sell, will go through next week. Mercedes-Benz time, the EQC. EQC 400 300 kilowatt AMG line premium 80 kilowatt hour 5-door auto. 80 kilowatt hour, big fat battery. Just had a look at the dashboard picture of this on the description, and at a quarter full showing 47 miles range. So you're looking at about a 200 mile range EV with a stonking big battery, so they're just not very efficient. But people don't buy Rolls Royces for efficiency, and people don't buy luxury cars for efficiency. And this is certainly the case with this Mercedes-Benz EQC. It's up to 18.3, average is 18.5, it's grade 3, 66,000 miles on a 21 plate, 4 services, got the cables in there. 18.9. Is Mr. Zenith going to let this go? 18.9. 66,000 miles, last serviced at 58 in January this year. Type 2 and 3-pin charging cable, grade 3. Black tends to show all the marks, to be honest. 19.3. So there's a bit of interest in this, isn't there? So again, with EVs, you don't have to worry about the miles. 19.5. Just £400 behind cap clean, and it's a grade 3. And that is sold £19,500. Nice. Right then, we've got 3 EVs together now. We've got an Audi e-tron, a Model Y from Tesla, and a BMW i4 going through. So the first of these 3, back to back, is an Audi e-tron, 300 kilowatt power of the motor, 55 Quattro, 95 kilowatt hour Wurzbruch 5 auto. Door auto. 26,650, grade 2. As I always say every week, it's all down to spec on German cars. You've got the fancy flap that comes down, which is very nice, but, you know, overly complicated. Anyway, 26.5. Average is 26.6. So it's very quickly up to the average value for this age, trim, spec. And that is sold 26.5. Tesla time, Model Y, rear wheel drive, slightly smaller battery. This will have the LFP battery in, which you can charge to 100% and leave for weeks and doesn't affect it or damage it in any way. No pictures. You should have had a look beforehand. So it's got the smaller battery. I think this is 60 kilowatt hour. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. 21.3. Average is 21,850 for a 23 plate, 21,000 mile Tesla Model Y. The new Tesla Model Y will have had an effect on used values of the previous shape, as has always been the case with all vehicles. When they're superseded by a new model, the old model takes a dip. 21.7, great value for money. Zenith vehicle contracts, and that is provisional. Is this going to go provisional? BMW i4, 250 kilowatt, that's powerful, isn't it? eDrive 40 M Sport, 83.9. Oh, just make it 84. Kilowatt hour size battery, 23 plate in the blue, 7,100 miles. It's got the face that only a mother could love. Look at that. It's just a beaver, isn't it, at the front? It really is. So a quick look at the dash. 102 mile range. And don't quite know where we are on the amount of battery. Oh, 38%. Yeah, there you go. Not brilliant. Not shabby, but not brilliant compared to the likes of Kia, Hyundai and Tesla. But it is what it is. It's got a BMW beaver face, hasn't it? And a badge on the front. 29.4, 29.5. Cap average is just over 30,000 pounds. It's the coupe version as well. 29.9. What is Mr. Zenith going to say about this? Is it Zenith? I can't see the vendor. Maybe it's not Zenith. 29.9. Is it going to hit the magic £30,000? Online bidders. There we go. A lot of car for the money. Grade 2. A lot of bling. Again, you could option it with all sorts. So it depends what the options are. £30,000. And that is provisional. Volvo time. C40. 170 kilowatt recharge core. 69 kilowatt hour. Looks nice in the black, doesn't it? 18,000 miles on a 72 plate, 3-pin and type 2 cable included. These aren't too bad on the old efficiency. Yeah, at 75%, showing 160 mile range. Yeah, so again, you can look through all the stats and see if you can see anything. Yeah, it's all right. It's come out the same factory as the Polestar, probably. 18.3. That's no bad thing. I like the Polestars, but you know, it's brand loyalty. A lot of people follow religiously Volvo as a brand. 18.5. It's up to cap average, and Mr. Zenith says no. He wants a bit more money. Bit of bread and butter still. Nissan Leaf, 160 kilowatt E plus Tech now. The one with a big battery, 59 kilowatt hour. 18,000 miles in the black, 72 plate. Cap average is 11,450. I think this went through last week as well. Can we see the dash? Just have a quick look. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 55%, 119 miles. That's been driven properly, hasn't it? So good. 240 mile range on this. You know, 240, 250 mile range for £10,800. That's a lot of car, a lot of EV for that sort of money, if you can get your head around CHAdeMO DC rapid charging. Although there are lots of adapters now, so you can use the CCS adapter with your CHAdeMO equipped EV. such as the Nissan Leaf. I think the new Nissan Leaf coming out imminently too is going to have CCS. 11,150. Cab average is 11,4. Grade 3. Black tends to show all the marks on the Nissans, and that is sold 11,150. Jaguar I-Pace. This depreciates faster than a lead balloon filled with water. 294 kilowatt EV 400 Sport 90 kilowatt hour. They've all got 90 kilowatt hour batteries. Great in its day. It sort of been left behind by everybody else. 23 plate. And they don't have the best reliability track record, I have to say. 27.2 is the average price. Look great, drive great. Reliability is a bit questionable. So get yourself a mega stone-clad warranty if you buy a Jaguar I-Pace. 27.1. And of course they don't make them anymore either. Let's have a quick look at the old dash. 70 miles. I can't see what the percentage is. You're just under half, so yeah, not great, but looks great. 27.6, so it's over cap average, grade 3, in the blue, and that is sold 27.6. Nissan Ariya, quite like the look of these. These do have thermal management and obviously CCS. It's the Evolve spec, I think that's the top spec, 87 kilowatt hour with a 22 kilowatt onboard charger AC. So from a fast charge post, this will gobble electrons whilst you sleep really quickly. 72 plate, 31,000 miles, grade 1 folks, out of the proverbial box. Where are we going? Look. Can't see. Oh, 80%, 243 miles. Nice. Provisional, 20,700 pounds. Ford Mustang Mach-E time, standard range, 70 kilowatt hour, rear wheel drive. It's the Jeep entry spec, Ford Mustang Mach-E. Again, because Ford are Ford and they do lots of discount for big funders, these tend to depreciate quite heavily as well. Always been the case with Fords, not just because it's electric. Cap average is 20,450. This is from Motability operations. 23,000 miles, registered the 8th of November 2023, no VAT, so it's basically what we call a margin car. So if a dealer sells it for £1,000 more, he has to pay the difference between what he bought it for and what he sold it for, and the 20% of that profit margin he has to pay. 18.8, still way behind. Grade 2, 73 plate, in the red, no history on service print, doesn't matter. Someone hasn't been paid to kick the tyres and put screen wash in it. Doesn't matter. 23,000 miles. 18.8. Nice strong colour in the red. There will have been pictures beforehand. Provisional at 18.8. They want a bit more. It's wind knife time. Hyundai Ioniq, the original. 38 kilowatt hour, 100 kilowatt premium. So it's not the top spec, but it's got a good spec. Grade 4. 9,000 miles on a 22 plate, both cables there. These folks are brilliant electric vehicles. They're called a wind knife for a reason, because they just cut through the air. They've got very low drag coefficient rating. Not the prettiest to look at, but boy are they efficient. You know, you hear owners regularly getting over 5 miles per kilowatt hour out of a 38 kilowatt hour battery. 9.1. I ran one for a good couple of years before I changed it, and that is provisional at £9,100. That'll go through next week. Peugeot time. Peugeot E208 100 kilowatt GT. That's the trim level. 50 kilowatt hour. We had a demo one of these here up on Orkney with Reflex, and I can't get comfortable in these because I'm too tall. So if you're thinking of one, looks great, drives nice, range is terrible, and I couldn't get comfortable in them. Just saying. Cable there, spare key, 2 services. Look great, but just not for me. 22 plate, 8,600 miles. Should be 11,150. It's up to 10.8. Grade 3. They do look nice in the white. I think they're pearlescent white. 10.8, and that is provisional. Last one today, folks. It's a Volkswagen ID3 in the turquoise. This is the last one today. Don't forget to share it, like it, subscribe. Really helps my little channel. And we'll see this next one, and then I'll see you next week. Here we go then, Volkswagen ID3. 58 kilowatt hour Family Pro in the turquoise green. 30,000 miles, 22 plate. Left foot throttle removed. So these would have been adapted for people with mobility issues for whatever reason. But all the pictures will have been on the description before you start to bid. Average price is £11,800, grade 2. Yeah, not my favourite EV, but you know, people love a Volkswagen badge. 11.8. It's up to cap average. Is Mr. Motability going to let this sell? Yes, sold. £11,800.